First 9 years of my life was spent living in a house with no sanitation. Our toilet was a tin can in a shed down the bottom of the garden. Now there's something decidedly unpleasant about standing in front of it looking down at what your parents had deposited earlier. Fortunately for me, being brought up in a rural farming community, I took advantage of the fact that I didn't have to go there. I could just pop over a farmer's field, into a hedge bottom, wherever I wanted to, without having to visit the dreaded tin can. This is fine, apart from I never actually developed the need or the ability to have to hold anything in. I didn't have to wait till I got to the toilet. So it wasn't a problem. That was until I decided to take up sailing. Let me demonstrate. So here we are. I'm all dressed up in my sailing gear. I want you to imagine I'm on a boat. I'm halfway across the Irish Sea. We're bobbing about. It's all going very nicely. I want to go to the toilet. Well, that's easy. I'm a bloke, aren't I? All I've got to do is... So, maybe this is life jackets in the way, maybe. Okay, let's take this off. This has got to help, hasn't it? It's got to help. Now these fittings are not the easiest thing to undo, especially when you're bobbing around and you're a bit desperate. Come on, you bugger. That's it, got it. So we're going to get our life jacket out. We're down in the bottom of the boat now. We can see the loo. We're not quite there yet. That's better. Now we can get at it. No zip. Well, there's a zip, but there's nothing to open it with. Not to worry. Get our jacket off. That's it. Easy. Now we're at the zip. What's this? No way in. Hang on. Take the jacket off. Getting desperate now. Getting desperate. Well, no way in there. So, I'll take the trousers off as well. We're finally at something that works. Great. Now my legs are tied together. I'll just shuffle into the toilet. And the job's sorted. But by now, I've wet myself. And it's not funny. So, now you see what my problem is. I recently visited the Southampton Boat Show, so I thought I'd look into this, see if I could find something else suitable. I was on the Force 4 chandlery stand, I think it was, and I made some inquiries, and I was introduced to one of their assistants, Isabel, or Izzy for short, and she seemed quite helpful. Now I have to say, normally when I've stood in front of women and started messing around with my flies, one of two things has happened. Either they burst out laughing or they've screamed pervert very loudly, in some cases both. Anyway, this didn't happen. Izzy grasped the situation immediately, or should I say understood. Well, you know, she knew what I was talking about. So she explained to me how development had moved on with ladies' costume clothing, whatever. We won't go into the details of how the ladies do it, but things hadn't really moved on with the men's. But she still tried to give me some information, show me what was available, and then she passed me on to somebody else and she disappeared. And while I was trying different garments on, we were finding that nothing really addressed the problem. I was just about to despair and give up when, like magic, Izzy Wizzy, Let's Get Busy returned, and this is what she produced. These are actually designed, well, so she told me, for keelboat racers, and her theory was that keelboat racers don't have toilets on their boats. And suddenly, with a flick of her wrist and a quick zip of her zip, she revealed the required item. And we're in. Just what the doctor ordered. Almost. Let's try them on and see how it works. Well, here it is. Is it what I want? Not exactly. Comes too high up on the body, which I didn't want. It's a bit tight round here. It's obviously designed for athletic sort of people, which isn't me. It's at least a foot too long in the legs. The legs are quite baggy. I feel like a clown. I probably am a clown. So did I buy it? You're damn right I bought it, because it was the only thing I could find where you could go zip and in. And for that, it was worth the 125 quid. Well, as usual, you need to benefit from what you've just seen. You can probably take 3 things from this. First is, if you're thinking of looking for a partner and having children, if you're on the small side like me, find somebody taller than you. There's a good chance then that when they grow up, they may find some trousers that actually fit in the leg. Secondly, if that child decides to go into sales, teach them to be polite, courteous and helpful, and there's a good chance that they'll be able to sell anything to somebody like me, even though I don't want it. And if you happen to have a little boy, teach him bladder control from an early age, because when he gets to my age, he'll probably thank you for it.